Hello, welcome back to Amy's Bookshelf. Today we're going to do my TBR Clue for December. So if you're new here, TBR Clue is how I've been picking my TBR or my books to read for the entire month. At least my first 9 books that I try to read. And this game has been really fun. I have an entire playlist if you want to check them out. And I will be doing a recap of the rules next month for my new year of TBR Clue. So don't worry, I will be doing it next year as well, but I am going to do a recap of the rules for another 12-month round. But to go over how I did last month, let's go over the books I read and if I can reveal the cards. In the hall, I had to read a holiday book and I read Veterans Day for Grandpa. In the lounge, I had to read a rope book and I read Robin Hood. In the dining room, I had to read a book for the lounge and I read Tracing Your Scottish Family History Through the Internet. In the kitchen, I had to read a book from the 1900s and I read The Murder of Roger Ackroyd. In the ballroom, I had to read a Christian fiction and I read Rain. The conservatory gave me The Conservatory and I read Glass Castle, as both are made of glass. In the billiards room, I had to read a pre-1800s book and I read The Art of War. In the library, I had to read a book over 500 pages and I read The Red Breast. And in the study, I had to read a book for the ballroom and I read The Fall of Anne Boleyn. So my official guess is Miss Scarlet in the study with the lead pipe. So here's the first one. I'll flip it this way. Lead pipe, study, and Miss Scarlet. So no punishment book, which is a relief. So all this year I haven't had to pull a punishment book. We'll see in January if that's 12 months straight. And next we are going to now set up the board. Before I get into the board, I do want to tell you what I have planned to fit into this board, as well as the readathons I'm participating in. So far, I only plan on participating in 2 readathons, one of which is Cloak and Dagger Christmas, but most importantly, my readathon, because I will never miss that, and that is the Christie's Missing Readathon. That's going from the 3rd to the 14th of December. This is an Agatha Christie readathon, and I will link my announcement video in the cards and down below, so you can check that out. And I hope that you will join us. This is still not too late. You can absolutely join us. Just read one book by Agatha Christie, and you have completed the readathon. It is going to be so much fun. But anyways, let's get into the first draw. So for draw number 1, we got Mr. Body, which is also the color black, but I didn't want to go with the color, so I went with Body of Evidence. This is a book by Max Allan Collins. I've owned this book for a long time, and it's a crime scene investigation book, which is based on the TV show. I don't know much else, but I've been looking at it and thinking it might be good to read and get off my shelves. I'm sure it'll be a fun time, and then I can make some space. Then I got Most Recent Haul in the lounge, and I got or picked Lost World by Michael Crichton. This one is the next book after Jurassic Park, and I figured this one would be great to follow up and continue the series while I'm still interested in it. This one follows the events after that book, and it's really just about dinosaurs that, you know, come back to life after a very long time. After all of that, I got, as you can see, redraw the board, which means we're going back to the beginning. Thankfully, not after the whole board was done. So for the haul, again, we got Thriller. Let's see if I can make that straighter. Thriller. And I'm putting into this one I've tried reading before, but I never actually really gave it an effort. And that is Why Kill the Innocent by C.S. Harris. This one is not the first book in the series, but this one is a Sebastian St. Cyr mystery series. And this is a very old subscription box one from Page Habit. And it has little sticky notes, which has authored notes in them. And I would like to get this one read. It also feels perfect for this time of year, wintry season. And this one would be great for Cloak and Dagger mysteries, or Cloak and Dagger Readathon, as it is also a Victorian novel, so that's one of the prompts. And I would like to just try this series. I think that's also another one to start a new series, and there we go. Yeah, I don't know anything else about this except for he finds a woman who is dead, from what I remember when I tried reading it before. I just don't think I had the time to commit to it. So I'm excited to try again. So in the lounge, we got a dining hall or dining room. And this one, I have a library book out, which happens to be perfect for this. And that is The Man Who Ate the World. I picked it up today while I was grabbing some books. While I'm thinking about doing Buzzwordathon for next year, one of the words is who, what, where, when, why for January. And this one has who. So I might be reading this one and recommending it if I enjoy it. So you're getting a little sneak preview at that video, potentially. But yes, so this one is about Jay Rayner, who I guess as a memoir, he went around and ate at a bunch of fancy restaurants. And from what I read of the reviews, you either love it or you hate it. And it sounds like it's just about him dropping a lot of money at a lot of restaurants and trying to find the most perfect meal ever. So yes, so this sounds perfect for the dining room, and I will be interested to see if I like it or not. And if not, I'll find something else for this room if I DNF it. In the dining room, we found the lead pipe, and this one I took to be looking up something that's, you know, water flows through, or something that is corrosive. That's kind of where I took it because I couldn't really find something else that would work, and I went with Into the Water by Paula Hawkins. I was looking at my little mass market paperback shelf, and I figured this might be a good time to read this one and get it off my shelf if I didn't really love it. I didn't love The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins. I did enjoy it, but I didn't love it. So I figure I'll get this one off my shelf if I don't love it, and I can find a bigger book if I do enjoy it a lot and I want to keep a copy. But otherwise, I will try reading Into the Water. Otherwise, I can try reading another book about water for this prompt. But I don't know anything about this one. It's just about a murder mystery, I guess, and it has water in the title, so I'm going to go with it. In the kitchen, we got billiards room, which is something I'm definitely making a stretch of, but it's my game, my rules. I know everyone says that, and it's true. But anyways, in the billiards room, you play a game, and I'm gonna make that work because I wanted to really get into this game, the Sittaford Mystery, which is our group book for the the Agatha Christie Readathon, and this is also the Read Christie 2021 book, which we have jumped on board with. So this book talks about how they have played an occultish game where they are making a game spell out murder, and then they hear a ghastly scream. And this is also a closed circuit mystery where they are in a snowstorm essentially when this happens. So it's gonna be really fun. This is our group book for our readathon. If you want to join in, you can just read this one and you'll have knocked off 3 prompts with 1 book, and it will be a lot of fun. But yes, I'm excited to fit this one in for a game-like book for the billiards room, and I'm very excited. I'm loving these kind of books by Agatha Christie. This is an independent novel, and I cannot wait. In the ballroom, we got a wrench, which I figured is a great time to finally pick up the second book in the series, which is In the Study with the Wrench. This one is by Diana Peterfraud, or Frood, I don't know. This one is the sequel to In the Hall with the Knife, I believe. And I figured, well, I mean, wrench is in the title, so it should work perfectly. I'm sure the wrench will be the murder weapon in this book. This is a YA mystery thriller book series about the Clue characters, and I really loved book 1. I was totally fooled by book 1, even though everything was so perfect. I should have known what was going on. I didn't. So I'm really excited to read book 2 finally. I'm like, why haven't I read it earlier? I bought this brand new when it came out, and I should have picked it up sooner. So I'm gonna read it now. But yes, I don't know anything else, and I don't really want to know anything else because I don't even want to read the back, even though I just looked at it. I don't want to know. I just want to pick it up and just have fun. So I'm gonna do that and count it for the wrench prompt, as I'm positive the wrench will have, will be the murder weapon. In the conservatory, we got the revolver. And for that one, I'm going to bring back this one, Body of Evidence. I figure the revolver is going to play some sort of part in this, as the revolver is on the cover, or the gun's on the cover. So I don't know. I'm just wanting to really read this one. It's something I've been thinking I should pick up and, I'm going to really enjoy, I'm sure. And then I can just get it off my shelf. So I really do want to pick this up. If it wasn't on my TBR, I probably would have picked it up anyways. I have read some books from this series before, and I've enjoyed them all. So I really do want to just get this one off my shelf and make some more space, but also pick this one up because I'm pretty sure I'm going to really enjoy it. So I'm going to pick this one up for the revolver. For the billiards room, I got Miss Scarlet, which I really did not want to go this route, but I really needed a romance for the Christie's Missing Readathon. And I had options. I'm sure I'll read another Christmas romance, but I wanted to go with one of these because I've owned these since last year and I've been saving them, so I should read them now soon. I also have another one up there, but I'm not going to pull it down. But these two I have here are about, Christmas and romance. And the back doesn't say anything extra about them, just basically they're Christmas romances. So I figure there's going to be a couple, and one of the women are going to be single at the beginning of the book at least. So this one's a Christmas Tea Shop by Darcy Bolin, and this is a Cornish Hearts story. And then this one is by T.A. Williams, and this is called Dreaming of Christmas. So there's also red on the cover of each of these, but I'm not counting that. I'm going to call it as Miss Scarlet is single, and I don't really want to do that. So if you have any books that you know of that are about actresses, because that's something that Miss Scarlet is also part of, or books that are about femme fatales, please let me know down in the comments, and I will add that to my list for whenever Miss Scarlet is drawn. So for the library, we got a second chance author, and for that one, I decided to go with someone who is genuinely, I'm not sure if I'm going to like their writing anymore. I read one book by them and loved it, and I've tried two other books and really didn't like them. So this is really like a last chance kind of situation. This is a book that has actually won the Agatha Award, so this is perfect for the Christie's Missing Readathon, as that's one of our prompts. And it is a nonfiction called Mandalay Forever. This is by Tatiana de Rose. And this one is a biography about Daphne du Maurier. So this one is about her life. It's not that long, and I picked it up when I was enjoying, or when I thought I enjoyed Tatiana de Rose's writing, but I had not read anything aside from Sarah's Key. And then after I had tried other books by her, I was like, this is not for me, or maybe I just liked the one. So this is a second chance and a last chance, essentially. I will try it and give it a go. I do have another book that I'll be reading for the Agatha Award prompt, which will be the September Society by Charles Finch. And this one is not for TBR Clue, but I'm going to tell you about it now. And this is book 2 in the Charles Lennox series. So I'm very excited to read that one on audio no matter what, but this is for TBR Clue for the second chance author. And I will find another book for this prompt if I DNF it. But if I get to halfway and DNF it, then I will consider this prompt completed. So in the study, we got Dr. Orchid, which I was looking at my shelves and I was like, there's one book I know is about a doctor, and I have been wanting to read it for actually a very long time, and I just haven't found the time to put it on TBR or anything else. And I don't even know if I have an audiobook for any of the books I picked this month, but these are books I really want to read. So I'm going to go with it. But I have picked Under the Knife by Kelly Parsons. This one I think is about a surgeon who is maybe potentially killing people. The tagline is, "Doctors make mistakes, some can be murder." And so I think this is really interesting. I remember when I looked at it, I was like, this looks like such an interesting cover. And the back says that biotechnology tycoon Morgan Finney is highly intelligent but shy and emotionally fragile. When his beloved wife Jenny dies of complications during a surgery led by Dr. Rita Wu, Finney's grief turns to rage. He vows to kill Rita just as just as he believes, she killed Jenny. So I know this is the doctor who performed a surgery, and I don't know if it's a murder or not, but I am very excited. It sounds like a really interesting thriller, and the cover just looks so good. So I'm excited to finally pick this up. This is another one of my mass market paperbacks, and they're all like under here, where you can't see underneath this shelf actually. So I would like to make some space there. And this one's been calling to me for a little while now. So I'm gonna try it out and see. So let's talk about the readathons now. The Christie's Missing Readathon. I have my books here, which are official. So we will be obviously reading the Stitterford Mystery. This one fulfills the prompt of an Agatha Christie mystery. And this one also fulfills the prompt of a non-Marple or non-Poirot mystery, as this is an independent. And this one also fulfills the prompt of a bad weather book. So 3 prompts in 1, as I said. You can also check out all the information in my announcement video if you'd like to for more details. For the next prompt, which is to read an Agatha Award winner, I'm going to be putting this one in there as Magdalene Forever is the nonfiction award winner at one point. There's also the option to read a nominee of the Agatha Award. And I would like to try to read at least 2, as I have this one on my shelves, and I would like to get this one off my shelves if I don't like it. But I also have the audiobook of the September Society, so I'll be listening to that one, no doubt. I really enjoyed the first book on audio, so I think that'll be easy. But this one I would like to try getting off my shelves if I don't like it. And then I also have the romances, because we are reading a romance in honor of Mary Westmacott. So I have 2 Christmas romances here, which are full-on Christmas romance. You don't have to read a full-on Christmas romance. It can be a little romantic, it can be a full-on romance, it can be just a little suspenseful romance, whatever you want. So I'll be reading one of these 2, or something on my Kindle, maybe it's a Christmas romance, we'll figure it out. And then the final prompt, which is an optional prompt, which is watching an Agatha Christie adaptation. I have got out of my library the Stitterford Mystery, which is a Miss Marple, or just the Marple season. And this is volume 4 of the series 2, I guess that's what it's called. So I'll be watching that one after I finish reading the mystery, because I don't want to be spoiled first. So that's my official Christie's Missing Readathon, along with the September Society TBR. So that's one down, and then we just have Cloak and Dagger. So for the Cloak and Dagger mysteries, I have 6 mysteries on this TBR, which I think is perfect. I feel like I'm in the mood for that. But we'll go over some of the prompts that there are. So one of them that I know I have is the mystery, which is the optional one, or the Inspector Columbo one. They're all optional prompts for Cloak and Dagger, but anyways, which is to watch an adaptation. Got that one down. Then another one is to do a series. Let me see. Another one is to read a Golden Age mystery, and that one will be perfect for the Stitterford Mystery. For the Flavia DeLuc prompt, which is to read a New to You series, I'm going to be reading Why Kill the Innocent. This one also fulfills the prompt of Inspector Bucket, which is to read a book set in the Victorian era. For Tommy and Tuppence, this one is to read a book with a great team, and CSI has a great team. This might be stretching it a bit, but Agatha Raisin's prompt is to read a book with an amateur detective, and Under the Knife is about a husband who's trying to kill the doctor who killed his wife. I'm gonna go with that unless this book is different when I read it, but for now, that one will fit for me. For Detective Galileo is to read a book set in a different country than yours, and I'm gonna go with Into the Water. This one is from, I believe, the UK, as Paula Hawkins' other book was in the UK and she's from London, so I'm gonna go with that. The last one I have for sure is Inspector Gamache, or I think is Inspector Gamache, which is one that's set in a village. If I remember right from book 1, this one is set in a village area, or this one is very isolated. And I think that the school is very far from the village, I think, or town, and they're very much like their own little village area. I think that's the way it goes. I think I'm gonna go with that. Otherwise, this one also has an amateur detective, so in case Under the Knife doesn't count, this one will do that. So the only prompt I'm not covering is a private detective. So I am pretty happy with how that's covering for Cloak and Dagger Christmas. So the last thing I would like your help with is that I am trying to figure out what Christmas book I would like to read. I always read a Dickens in Christmas. I will be reading Christmas Carol. However, I would like to be reading another Dickens, and I have 2 that I've chosen for my next Timeless Tomes, and I have them both on audio. I would like your help though. Please vote down in the comments. I would like your help with David Copperfield or Great Expectations. Which ones should I listen to? Please leave a comment down below which one you think I should pick up for my next episode of Timeless Tomes, which one you'd like my thoughts on, or which one you think I would enjoy the best. So please vote, as well as please let me know your thoughts on all the books I've talked about, or if you're participating in the Christie's Missing Readathon. We'd love to have you join us. It's not too late to join. Please join us. Or if you are also doing the Cloak and Dagger Christmas Readathon or any other ones, I would love to hear how your Christmas or your December is looking if you don't celebrate Christmas. Please let me know down in the comments, and I can't wait to chat down there. So thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.